Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 18 of 25 Days of Christmas here on Off the Wall. I got Aaron with me. Aaron, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, Saul. Thank you very much for including me in this.
Well, thank you for being here. And today we're going to be discussing your favorite Christmas movie. So, what is it? Tell us a little bit about it and why it's your favorite.
It is Die Hard. I never knew it was a Christmas movie. All I knew was an action movie until I saw it, and I was like, "Yes, this." I was never told this is a Christmas movie. I figured it
Mhm.
out because I have eyes and ears. And people who say this isn't a Christmas movie, what are you watching, man? I mean, there's so much detail in this that this is a Christmas movie. I mean, first of all, here's four songs already: Run DMC, Christmas and Hollis. Both Al is whistling "Let It Snow," and it ends on "Let It Snow." John
Mhm.
whistles "Jingle Bells," and "Ode to Joy" is Hans Gruber's theme throughout the entire movie. And when they finally get into the vault, "Ode to Joy" plays its crescendoing
Yeah.
awesome symphony. So there you go. I mean, hell, at the last minute when he shoots Hans, he tapes his gun on his back using gift wrap paper, Christmas gift wrap paper. I mean, so how I interpret if this is a Christmas movie or not is if you take the element of Christmas out of the movie, does it work? In this case, it can't work. There's no reason for John to come down for like Thanksgiving or maybe an anniversary because they're kind of separated. I mean, when he moves down there, she tells her cleaning lady, Holly tells her cleaning lady, well, maybe Mr. McLean. She calls her Mr. McLean. Maybe Mr. McLean will might take the spare bedroom. So we don't even know. So we don't know how the situation is, but it's definitely not cohesive strength as any married couple should be. So and everyone's already on the top floor. And then when Hans and his gang comes in, they know because they know the whole schematics of the building anyways, the Nakatomi Plaza. So of course they would know. Oh, this is the only day that only one room besides the lobby of the two security guards and the one I don't know desk guard or that's it. So you take all that out. If it's any other holiday, New Year's Eve, no one's staying there. Thanksgiving, no, this isn't happening. Birthday, well, yeah, he can come down, but the Nakatomi Plaza is going to be up unless his birthday's on Christmas. So this
Right.
movie does not work without Christmas. So this is a Christmas movie, and I love it just because it's a fantastic action movie. This is John McTiernan's third movie after
Mhm.
Predator, which is my favorite Schwarzenegger movie, and after RoboCop. Both came out the same year. How do you top that? With this movie, with a movie that has nothing to do with big, strong, just no neck. I'm gonna kill everybody. It's just a dude. The first shot you see is like his knuckles just flying, which gives you the great. Oh, you know what you do? You take your shoes off, you roll your toes on carpet, and there you go. That's what happens. That's how he's barefoot. This movie is
Mhm.
just. I've never seen a script. I'm sorry I'm going on too long. I've never seen a script that's so airtight other than Back to the Future, which only came out 3 years before this. This movie is fantastic.
This movie is fantastic. It's a lot of fun. Like you said, it's a great action movie. But I agree with you that it is a Christmas movie. And mostly, if you got Christmas songs, if it's set during Christmas time, it's a Christmas movie. We
And it
reviewed
ends on Christmas Day.
we reviewed a few days ago, myself and Cheryl, the Hebrew Hammer, and I was like,
Yes,
technically that's a Christmas movie too.
100%. 100%. Doesn't work without Christmas.
But going into this fantastic film, what are some of your favorite scenes?
Oh my goodness. This is how tired I am. You say that, and now I'm thinking as Andy Dick as John McClane, and very different movie right now. I'm trying to stay focused. The first one that comes to mind is when Holly and John see each other for the first time. She's all the way by the window in her big ass office, and he's all the way by the door, and all they're doing is just saying hello and looking at each other. All they say is hi. And their chemistry fills this giant office immediately. There is so much love in their eyes. There's so much there's so much of a connection there. Anybody who's been in a relationship knows that there's good and there's bad, and there might be way more bad, but the reason that they still want this to work is because their love for each other. And you can clearly see that when they look at each other. Another good one is when John gets in the limo. Argyle says, "This is my first day driving a limo." John says, "This is my first time riding in one." And we immediately cut to him in the passenger seat, which is great because Argyle then questions him about why you're here and about your marriage, and which is fantastic exposition and how we get into the mindset of this character of John McClane in the first place. Another good one is when he's on the radio with Al. Everyone knows that this is John McClane. You know, that's been revealed. He's in the bathroom after he's got glass in his foot, right after Al has told John, "I'm a beat cop because I killed a kid and I can't find my gun," which even he has a redemption arc when he shoots. Damn it, Schmodown question. When he shoots Carl, I think it's Carl at the end. He's the last one. That would have been a great 5-pointer. Who's the last thief to die? It's not Hans. So yeah, even he has a great arc. But a couple minutes after that, John tells Al, "I might not make it out of here. So can you please tell my wife something? She's heard me say I love you 1,000 times. She's never heard me say I love you or I'm sorry." And man, that just says so much, because now that I'm thinking about it and saying it out loud, that might be my favorite scene, but if anything would come second, it's when they are in the bathroom, right after he gets there, him and Holly, and right before Hans and makes his entrance, and John does what he does, goes to the 33rd floor. They have this back and forth of, "It's good to see you. It's good, all that." And John does this man thing because she changed her name. Yeah. If you remember, right when she gets there, which is just kind of stupid, he goes up to the monitor and he goes to the desk jockey or whatever, "Holly McClane, just use this," and he uses it, and it's not under M, it's under G, her maiden name. But then he just says, "Yeah, everyone's at that top floor." Then why the fuck even? Yeah. But it's great. It's great storytelling of why. This is a Japanese corporation, at least the boss is, so it kind of makes sense for her to be on her own to use that maiden name, because she is a strong character. So anyways, when they're in that bathroom, and then there's a sweet moment, the kids love to have you there, and there's a sweet moment, and he's got that John McClane looks fucking good in this movie, even when his shirt's off. I mean, woo! There's a moment when he just smiles, and then, just like every fucking man on this earth, he's got to rip it down because his ego is louder than his heart. Because he says, "Well, you didn't miss my last name very much, did you?" And then those back and forth lines of their marriage, all improvised. Didn't know that. Didn't know that.
This movie.
Oh yeah. Well, because there's a great review of this movie on the Cinephiles, and I cannot recommend it enough. They break it down to 3 parts, and they talk about so much of this movie that I didn't know about, and which just made me love this movie even more. But every time they talk about a movie, I love it even more, anyways. Yeah, there's so much to this film that all those scenes are why it is like Back to the Future, where there's a lot of great little moments. I just can't pick a favorite scene because the whole thing is amazing.
Yeah. I was having a hard time picking a favorite scene as well when I was going through. Anything to do with Argyle was hilarious.
Yes.
Even at the beginning, too, when it was like, "Can you put some Christmas music on?" Goes, "This is a Christmas song."
Yeah, it is.
Christmas in Oz by Run DMC.
Hell yeah.
The relationship between John and Sergeant Al was
100%.
fantastic. Every single scene with them, sometimes I was wanting the action to like hurry up because I was like, I want him to talk to Al.
right, yeah. Those are the great moments. Dude, when they hug at the end, nothing is said. They just know that's you, motherfucker, and they're brothers forever. I wish they would have kept that going throughout the series, but that's why I just say this movie exists, and that's it. Maybe 3, maybe. But if this movie just existed, it would have been great.
And rest in peace, Alan Rickman, just being deliciously evil. Very
First
cool.
role, first movie role. Did not know that either.
I
Kills it.
didn't know that.
Kills it in this. He made a couple suggestions of Hans Gruber himself. I can't really. I wish I would have. I didn't want to listen to Cinephiles because I didn't want like their interpretation to for me to kind of. I don't want to use the word infect my brain, but I didn't want their
I know
opinions
what you
for me
mean.
to bleed out of my mouth. But he had a lot of great opinions. Like, but one thing they didn't do, his death scene. So the stunt coordinator, right when he falls on a Nakatomi Plaza, so the stunt coordinator says, all right, not Hans. All right, Alan, I'm going to let you go on 3. Ready? 1, 2, and lets him go. That's why when he falls, that's a genuine, oh, shit. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Great stuff. Another thing why I love this action movie is because the one-liners. You look at any
Yes.
one-liners in the 80s, I'm going to go back to Predator, where Schwarzenegger throws this giant knife, damn near a sword, to a guy. It goes through the guy. It's so stupid just saying it out loud. It goes through a guy and it goes to a wall. He looks to the camera, gives it a second, during a firefight. Why not? It just says, stick around. John doesn't do those. He shit talks during the fight.
Yes.
He's fighting Carl, and he goes, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna cook you, I'm gonna eat you. Who the fuck says that? Normal people, that's who. That's why this movie is great.
When he's trying to call for help, and they were like, this line is only for emergency. No fucking shit, lady. Do I look like I'm ordering a pizza?
Oh, man. I mean, you can't disregard Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, but my favorite line, and I forgot about it until I watched it last night with Angel, which is when he's talking to the captain who keeps giving him shit. He's in the Breakfast Club. God damn it. I forget his name. But that guy, and John just, because, he's giving John McClane shit, and John just comes right back with hey man, I'm not the one who just got butt fucked in front of the national TV. And everyone's like, and even Argo's like, oh shit. Great stuff, man. Great stuff. Love this movie, man.
The next time you have a chance to kill someone, don't hesitate. And go, thanks
for the advice. Boom, 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 boom.
And I also like one of the goons. His lines were funny. Oh my God, the quarterback is toast. And early in the movie, when they're coming into the building, goes, so Kareem rebounds, right? Feeds Worthy on the break, over to AC, to Magic, then back to Worthy, right? Shoots, boom!
Bam! 2 points.
2 points.
All right, guys. It was the night before Christmas, and not a creature was stirring, except the 4 assholes coming in and strategic lining. Leroy? No, not Leroy. Whatever. People know it.
I didn't catch his name, but I was like,
he says it like 6 times. Hans says it like 6 times. There's a minute when he says, "How far are you in the vault?" He's like, 3 down, 4 to go, and Hans just says like this really dickish supervisor thing. Then don't waste time talking to me. Like, you contacted me.
And even you have this is Christmas. Theo is his name. The time of miracles. And I love too in this movie that the LAPD and the FBI are both very incompetent.
And the news crew.
Yes. Yes. And it just leaves for hilarity. And I like my action movies with a little bit of comedy. That's what I like. And this definitely has the comedy. It has the feels. It just is a great movie.
It's fantastic from start to finish. It gets you in the zone immediately with those white knuckles on the plane. It gets you in the zone of this is how he thinks about his wife. This is how he feels about his children. This is how he feels about his job, about everybody. You get exactly how Hans is. You know what? I changed my mind. My favorite scene is when Hans and John meet. And Hans thinks he has the upper hand, but John actually has the upper hand. That's the best. That's the best. And his 5-pointer, his fake name that he gives him is Bill Clay. And I ask that to everybody when we talk about this movie. I'm like, okay, then what's the fake name that Hans gives? What's the fake name that he gives to Al? If you can't answer that, you're not a fan.
So my final question for you is going to be, Why should people put this in their yearly Christmas rotation?
So I've been watching your series of when you bring people on and you say, okay, this is your favorite Christmas movie, let's talk about it. And I've been thinking very hard on what my answer is going to be because I can go with the obvious of like, well, this is a great fucking movie.
Right?
Every Christmas movie, when you think of Christmas movie, so a lot of them are comedies. A lot of them are feel goods. So you got your Grinches, you got your It's a Wonderful Life, you got all that stuff. You got Miracle on 34th Street, you got so on and so forth. This movie is an action movie. This movie provides you still with the Christmas feels, especially at the end, because John walks away with Holly. They're together again. You know Mama's going to get that Christmas gift. You know that Sasha's going to be laying down and the maid ain't cooking. And it ends with Let It Snow. It's a fantastic ending. So it does give you those good feels. I mean, when the thieves break in and Oda Joy plays, you're laughing with them. You're like, we did it. It's not they did it, we did it. This movie is filled with so much joy and so much enthusiastic pleasures in it, to where it's not just a Scrooge is bad. Let's go through here. Scrooge is good. Merry Christmas, which is a great story. But again, with this, it's great action. I mean, when he jumps off the fucking roof with nothing but with a thank you, a hose. Come on, man. That's like Matrix stole that shit from them. You can't do that, Matrix. So all those combined, you can have, if you want to get away from just those clear-cut Hallmark Christmas movies, go ahead and turn on Die Hard, because it's going to give you all that stuff with just testosterone-filled action movies with great acting. Everyone in this film is spot on perfect. Even the directing is spot on perfect. Real quick, there's a scene where Takaki is talking to like all of his guests right in the middle. And if you notice, it's an angle shot where he's on the balcony and you see everybody just going, oh yeah, cheers. And he's going, thank you everybody for like a great year. In the right-hand corner back, a woman walks in and she's got papers. No one is holding anything office-wise. They're either holding a drink or food. This woman has none of those. It's papers, and she's walking across. And McTiernan doesn't zoom in on her, but maybe because she's the only one moving, you can't help but not notice her. Immediately you notice Holly, and she's a workaholic, and she does work well. So if anything, this is a Women Are Strong movie too. So there you go. There's another reason.
There you go. For all those reasons and more, I think everyone should put this in the yearly Christmas rotation because it's just fun. And you can watch it any time of the year, really. It's one of those like holiday movies that you could just turn on at any time. Because some
of those disbelievers that say, well, this isn't a Christmas movie. All right, dickhead, put it on 4th of July. You'll have just as much fun with it.
Yes. Well, thank you so much, Aaron, for being on this 18th day here with me. And make sure to comment down below. Do you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not? We want to see all the people down below commenting on this subject, this controversy, which you and I...
You can say yes, or you can be wrong.
Facts. And make sure to tune in tomorrow for day 19. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.